Namaste YouTube, welcome to Cafe Noma and welcome to our reaction to GOO GOO Dolls, and we are going to react to the song Name. Let's get started with our first time single take honest reaction to Name by GOO GOO Dolls, requested by our patron Quantum.
Turn away. 'Cause all the dreams you never thought you'd lose, tossed along the way. Letters that you never meant to send, get lost or thrown away. Tell me your name. The scars are souvenirs you never lose. The past is never far. Did you lose yourself somewhere out there? Did you get to be a star? Don't it make you sad to know that life is more than who we are? You grew up way too fast, now there's nothing to believe. The reruns all become our history. A tired song keeps playing on a tired radio, and I won't tell no one your name. And I won't tell them your name. I won't tell them your name. Think about you all the time, but I don't need the same. It's lonely where you are, come back down, and I won't tell them your name.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Great. It's music that makes you get lost into the song and the music and the mood that it is creating, and I love the instrumental towards the end. I wish there was one more. I really wish that there was one more instrumental somewhere in the middle as well. It was kept to the literally to the end side, but it was worthwhile. It was definitely worthwhile. I like how the pace of the song was, very slow, and the lines that he was singing, would go slowly, each line, and then there was music, and then again line, and then music. It gives you time to keep, thinking about what it is about. Until the last line, I did not realize what it is about. But then I think the last line told me more about it than what the rest of the song did. Love the way the vocals were done too. I like it. I like this song. I like music like this. It's enthralling. The way it was captivating, it was enthralling. And the lyrics, the way they are designed, it was difficult to tell on the first listen what exactly, whose name is he talking about, because there was no direct reference over here. What is going on? Not like a usual song where it is, apparent when you're listening to. I think he's talking about him and himself. So it is him having a contemplation or something like that with himself. He trying to communicate things to himself, and he finds himself lost in the entire thing, life, the things around him, the problems, difficulties, everything, and he's asking his own self to come back to his normal self. And I won't tell your name to anybody. I won't let everybody else know that whatever is happening. So it's a struggle within himself. I remember as kids, that is when it occurred to me. As kids, we would say to other children when they had done something wrong, and 3, 4, 5 of us were playing, I'm gonna tell you a name. I'm gonna tell you a name. So then it struck me on the last line that he says, "Come down, and I won't tell you a name." And I realized, okay, this is what is going on. The name part, I was wondering, is he talking about his girlfriend or something that he's gonna hide from the rest of the world, Then it made sense when he, said the last thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the main thing for me was the way that the thing after I won't tell your name, that line. After that, the guitar tune that comes, that's very catchy. And then the guitaring that was there later on in the song, that was exceptional. That is what really, as a listener, I was so into it at that moment. For me, I'll shed light on something different what I got out of the song, and I would like
could be wrong, but
shed light on.
Yeah.
For me, no, you're probably right, but I'm just shedding light on something altogether different. Their life tends to get quite boring for lots of people, especially in countries such as America and UK. Life tends to be really boring for many people because they go through the same dull routine almost on a daily basis. For people like me, Kirti, every day it's a new day. Practically it's a new day. Even if we are doing some work on our online courses, it's something different that we are doing. It's very rarely in the year we are doing the same thing on another day. Even when it comes to reactions, we are listening to totally new music every single session, new genres, new people, new artists. It's never the same kind of thing every day. Yeah, we would love even more variety, so please keep different requests coming, unique requests coming.
Yeah.
We would love that even more, unlike you, or unlike most people in that part of the world, who have a pretty dull routine. They do the same thing every day. They listen to the same radio stations, they watch the same shows, watch similar kind of movies, if they watch movies. They have no variety in their life, and the only variety they have is when it comes to relationships. They are ever so ready to have a fling, to have an affair and break up. Hence they have the highest divorce rates in the Western world, at least. The highest divorce rates and the highest rates possibly in the whole world as far as a democratic country goes on breakups and divorces. So that says a lot about them. They are willing to change a relationship with a loved one, but they're not willing to change their lifestyle. So their lifestyle is dull, boring, and you can sense that in the song. This artist the band they seem to be bored of the same life. Maybe in the young days they had a lot of excitement. School days, it's exciting. There's different things to do, meet different people. Sometimes you're a friend with this person for a while, then you're a friend with a totally different person. So in the school days, maybe, it's something different. And even in college, if you reach that far. So, and most don't in that part of the world. Let's face it. they just can't, study that much more. But the fact is that life gets very boring and dull for Westerners, and you can see the impact of it in countries such as Sweden, Norway, Finland, Iceland. They are so-called very successful, happy countries, but I don't understand on what basis those parameters are thought of. Look at America, look at UK, look at all those countries. The loneliness, the depression, the suicide, the breakups, the divorces, the mental problems, it's so high. I mean, you take the example of countries like Sweden and America, the mental disorder ratio is so high. You take the example of Germany, maybe half the country is crazy. It's just because of the ritual, the ritualistic lifestyle. It's kind of crappy, it's ritualistic, it's boring, and downright depressing. So you have a lot of people who get depressed, because they are going through the same boring, depressing, dull routine on a daily basis. And so I feel these people are trying to also say that I wish life could be more like it was initially. When we just started or when we were much younger. I wish life could be that interesting, that exciting, not as boring as it has become today.
Yeah, I got that too. It's a good song to listen to and actually get a perspective out of it. So I like it. Goo Goo Dolls did a good job with the name. That's all for our reaction. I hope it is helpful. Thank you.